Ladies and gentlemen, we all start out with big dreams, don't we? We set goals, create a vision, and we're full of determination. But somewhere along the way, life gets in the way. Distractions arise, our phones buzz with notifications, our schedules get cluttered, and before we know it, that fire we had is starting to dim. But here's the thing, distractions are inevitable. It's part of the game. The key is to stop letting them pull us away from what we originally set out to do. Every time you find yourself sidetracked, remind yourself of the why that got you started in the first place. Your why is the anchor. It's the reason you woke up every morning with purpose. It's the dream you envisioned when you took that first step toward your goal. When distractions arise, as they will, take a moment to remember why you began. Your dream is worth the fight. Your goals are worth the discipline. When life distracts you, you must reconnect with your purpose. Because that purpose is your power. It is the fuel that will keep you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. So I challenge you, stop getting lost in distractions. Revisit your why every single day because that's what will keep you on track. Let it remind you of your commitment to your vision. When you focus on why you started, you'll begin to feel that spark reignite. Now, go ahead, take your distractions and turn them into lessons. Don't let them steer you off course. Your purpose is greater than any of the temporary detours life throws your way. If you don't know why you started, distractions will cloud your path. Get crystal clear on your goals. Because clarity brings focus. You will be distracted. It's not a question of if, but when. The key is to train your mind to stay focused on what matters. Distractions are external forces, but your response is internal. You choose how to react. Choose to stay grounded in your purpose. If your goals aren't stronger than the distractions, then your distractions will define your life. When life gets noisy, return to the source of your inspiration. What inspired you to take that first step? That's your reminder to keep going. You won't reach your goals by being distracted. Stay consistent in your actions, no matter how small they may seem. Nobody can control your focus except you. Don't blame circumstances. Own your ability to stay disciplined. Everything you want is on the other side of distractions. Pay the price. Focus on what matters most. At the end of the day, you don't want to look back and say, I could have done more. You want to say, I stayed focused and gave it everything I had. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is the fuel for success. It's what keeps you on track when distractions threaten to pull you off course. Clarity is everything. Without it, you'll find yourself drifting, unsure of your direction, caught up in the distractions of life. The first step to success is understanding exactly what you want. You can't just say, I want to be successful, and leave it at that. Success is a result of clear, defined goals. When you set a clear objective, it becomes a target. And targets, my friend, are much easier to hit than just an undefined wish. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you set out to achieve something only to get lost along the way? That's because the path wasn't clear, and without clarity, every obstacle becomes a mountain. It's not about working harder, it's about knowing where to put your effort. Focus your energy on a clear goal and you'll start seeing results. Clarity eliminates confusion. It helps you make decisions quickly and confidently without second-guessing yourself. When you're clear about what you want, every step becomes purposeful, every action meaningful. And let me tell you, purpose is powerful. It gives you the strength to move forward even when things get tough. If you're not clear, it's easy to get discouraged and lose momentum. But when you know where you're headed, setbacks are nothing more than temporary roadblocks. So before you do anything else, take time to define your goals. Write them down, visualize them, make them specific. The more you focus on exactly what you want, the more the distractions will start to fade away. Clarity helps you ignore the noise and stay true to your path. Once you've got a clear vision, you'll begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You'll find yourself attracting the right people and resources to help you on your journey. Without clarity, you're just moving through life reacting to whatever comes your way. But with clarity, you're in control. You set the course, and you take deliberate steps toward your destination. The foundation of success starts with understanding exactly what you want and why you want it. So take the time today to define your vision, because a clear vision is the first step toward turning your dreams into reality. Distractions are not only everywhere, they're a part of the game. It doesn't matter what field you're in or how high you aim, distractions will show up. They don't come in neat packages either. They're subtle, they're sneaky, and they know exactly how to pull your attention away. They're the phone ringing, the social media updates, the email inbox that never stops, and if you're not careful, they'll steal your time, your energy, and your focus. It's not a matter of if you'll face distractions, it's when. They will find their way into your life, especially when you're doing something important. And that's the trick right there. Distractions don't show up when you're idle. They show up when you're on the verge of achieving something. They come at you when you're about to make progress, to take that next step forward. And if you let them, they'll knock you off course. You see, distractions have a way of tricking you into thinking they're urgent, important, or even necessary. They make you feel like you have to drop everything and pay attention. The truth is, most of what distracts us is just noise. Noise that takes you away from what truly matters. And here's the danger. When you give in to distractions, you're giving up control over your own time. You let someone or something else dictate what you do, when you do it, and where you focus your energy. But here's the good news. You're in control. You have the power to decide how much of your day goes to distractions. You have the ability to recognize them for what they are, temporary interruptions that pull you away from your purpose. The most successful people don't ignore distractions. No, they acknowledge them and then make a conscious choice to move past them. They have a clear vision of what they want, and that vision becomes stronger than anything that tries to pull them off track. The key to handling distractions is developing the discipline to stay focused. It's not about avoiding distractions entirely. That's impossible. But it's about minimizing their impact. It's about creating habits and systems that allow you to manage them so they don't manage you. You have to train your mind to see distractions for what they are and then redirect your energy back to what matters. So, the next time you're caught in the middle of a distraction, take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask, is this helping me get closer to my goal? And if the answer is no, move past it. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your mind on your mission. Because distractions will always be there, but your success will depend on how you respond to them. You cannot afford to be a victim of circumstances. The world is filled with challenges, setbacks, and things you can't control. If you allow yourself to be swept away by these external forces, you will spend your life in a reactive state, always at the mercy of what happens around you. But let me tell you something. Your circumstances do not define you. They do not determine your success. You do. Here's the truth. Life will throw curveballs. People will disappoint you. Opportunities will slip through your fingers. And sometimes things will not go the way you planned. But here's the key. The moment you decide that your circumstances are the reason you're not moving forward, you're giving up your power. You're telling yourself that you don't have the ability to create change, and that's a dangerous mindset to adopt. The real strength lies in your ability to rise above your circumstances. You must learn to take responsibility for your own life. Stop blaming the economy, the people around you, or the situation you're in. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or the right set of conditions. Success is about making the most of what you have, right where you are. Don't let life push you around. You need to be proactive, not reactive. When life gets tough, and it will, don't sit there waiting for someone to come and rescue you. Instead, ask yourself, what can I do today to improve my situation? It's not about waiting for everything to fall into place. It's about finding a way to move forward, no matter the obstacles. It all starts with your mindset. If you believe that your circumstances have power over you, then you've already lost the battle. But if you take control, if you choose to rise above those circumstances and make progress regardless of them, that's when real growth happens. Every successful person has faced difficult situations, but they've all had one thing in common. They refuse to let those situations define them. So no matter where you are, no matter what you're facing, refuse to be a victim. Own your power. Take responsibility for your life and your future. It might not always be easy, but it's always within your control. Life will never give you perfect circumstances, but you can always create a perfect mindset. And that, my friend, is where true success begins. Your goals must be stronger than the distractions, or you'll find yourself constantly pulled off track. It's that simple. You can have the best intentions in the world, but if your goals don't outweigh the distractions that surround you, they will sabotage your progress. Every day, we're bombarded with countless distractions. Phone calls, emails, social media, personal issues. And if your goals aren't strong enough, these distractions will slowly erode your focus, your time, and your energy. Here's the thing. Distractions aren't going away. They're part of life. They'll always be there, trying to divert your attention from what really matters. The question is, how badly do you want to achieve your goals? How much commitment do you have to your vision? If your goals are not compelling enough to overcome the constant barrage of distractions, you'll end up drifting, accomplishing very little, and wondering why things aren't working out. But when your goals are stronger than the distractions, you become unstoppable. Your goals must pull you in, inspire you, and give you the drive to push through when things get tough. When your goals are crystal clear and tied to something meaningful, distractions won't have the same power over you. They'll come, but you'll recognize them for what they are, temporary interruptions, and you'll keep moving forward with purpose. The key is to align your goals with your passion. When you're passionate about something, you'll find a way to make it happen no matter what. You'll wake up early, put in the work, and stay focused on the bigger picture, even when distractions try to steer you off course. Your goals must be more than just something you want to achieve. They must become a part of who you are. They must fuel your every action, your every decision. And here's the truth. Distractions are never as important as they seem in the moment. When you're distracted, it's easy to convince yourself that something else is urgent. Something else needs your attention right now. But that's the trick of distractions. They make you feel like everything else is a priority, but nothing is more important than your long-term vision, your personal growth, and the goals you've set for yourself. So here's what you need to do. Reinforce your goals every single day. Write them down, revisit them. Remind yourself why you set them in the first place. The stronger your attachment to your goals, the less power distractions will have over you. When your goals are compelling enough, they will act as a shield, protecting you from the distractions that come your way. Keep them in your sights, keep them in your heart, and let them drive you toward success. Your goals must be stronger than the distractions, or you will never reach your full potential. The power to overcome distractions is not in avoiding them, it's in having goals that are simply too strong to be derailed. Revisit your why often. This is not a suggestion, it's a necessity. There will be days when you wake up and everything seems hard. There will be moments when the weight of your goals feels too heavy, when progress feels slow, and when the distractions and challenges seem insurmountable. That's when you need your why the most. Because your why is the fire that fuels your journey. It's the reason you started in the first place. And if you don't keep it fresh, if you don't revisit it regularly, it's easy to lose sight of it and get lost along the way. Your why is the thing that will keep you going when everything else is falling apart. It's the thing that will remind you of the bigger picture, the reason you're working so hard, the dream you're chasing. If you don't remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, it's easy to get bogged down by the challenges of the day-to-day grind, the struggles, the setbacks, the frustration. All of that can cloud your mind and drain your energy. But when you know why you're doing it, it becomes easier to endure. It gives you the strength to keep going, even when things are tough. You need to reconnect with your why regularly because it's the anchor that keeps you grounded. It's easy to get caught up in the hows, the strategies, the tactics, the day-to-day tasks, but those things won't carry you through when the going gets tough. It's your why that gives meaning to everything else. It's your why that will push you through the long hours, the late nights, and the moments of doubt. Without it, you're just moving through the motions. But when you revisit your why, it reignites your passion and reminds you of the bigger picture. And here's something else. Your why evolves over time. As you grow, your vision may shift, your goals may expand, or the reasons you started may take on new significance. That's okay, that's life. But make sure you revisit your why so it stays in line with who you are and where you want to go. You want your why to reflect your true aspirations, not just a past version of yourself. So keep asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why does it matter? What am I ultimately trying to achieve? When you revisit your why often, it does more than just remind you of your purpose. It re-energizes you. It sparks your enthusiasm, your creativity, and your determination. It aligns you with your core values, keeps you focused, and helps you maintain perspective when things get difficult. Success doesn't come from working harder, it comes from working with purpose. And that purpose, my friend, is rooted in your why. So, take time every day, every week, every month, whatever it takes, to remind yourself of why you're on this journey. When you do, your why will keep you moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. Consistency is the key to success. It's not about making a huge splash once in a while. It's about showing up every day, doing the work even when it doesn't feel glamorous, even when the results aren't immediate. Too many people look for shortcuts or expect success to come overnight, but that's not how real success works. Success is built on consistent effort over time. It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions that add up and lead to extraordinary results. Think about it. A great athlete doesn't become great because of a single exceptional performance. No, they become great because they show up day after day, rain or shine, and put in the hours of practice. It's the small, daily habits that compound into greatness. 1 hour of practice doesn't make a champion, but 1 hour of practice every day does. The same principle applies to everything in life. Whether you're building a business, improving your health, or learning a new skill, it's consistency that determines the outcome. You might not see immediate results, and that's okay. The magic happens when you keep showing up, doing the work, even when the results are not visible right away. It's about committing to the process and trusting that every small step is getting you closer to your goal. Consistency creates momentum. Once you've been consistent over a period of time, you start to build positive momentum. It's like pushing a heavy boulder up a hill. At first, it feels difficult and slow, but as you keep pushing, you begin to gain speed, and the effort required becomes less and less. The key is to keep going even when the boulder feels too heavy, when it feels like you're not making any progress. Just keep pushing. The most successful people don't have some special talent or secret formula. What they have is the ability to stay consistent, to keep putting in the work, even when it feels like nothing is happening. They trust the process and understand that success doesn't come from occasional bursts of effort. It comes from a steady, reliable commitment to doing the right things over and over again. So don't get discouraged when progress is slow. Don't look for shortcuts or instant results. Embrace the grind. Understand that consistency, not perfection, is the key to success. It's not about being perfect every single day. It's about showing up and doing what you can, day in and day out. The compound effect of consistent effort over time will take you further than any burst of motivation ever could. Success is not a one-time event. It's the sum of consistent actions, repeated over time, that eventually lead to achievement. Keep going, keep showing up, keep being consistent, because that's the secret. Take responsibility for your focus. This is where the power lies. The world is full of distractions, and it's easy to get swept away by the noise of life, to let everything and everyone pull your attention in a million different directions. But here's the hard truth. No one else can control your focus. It's your responsibility, and if you're not actively guarding it, you're giving away your most valuable asset, your time and energy. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it needs to be nurtured. It's not something you can take for granted. The more you protect your focus, the more effective you become. But the moment you let your attention drift, the moment you allow yourself to get distracted, your productivity, your creativity, your results all suffer. It's like trying to drive a car without a clear destination. You might move forward, but you'll be wandering aimlessly with no real progress. The truth is, no one is going to come and tell you to focus. No one is going to enforce discipline on you but yourself. It's up to you to take responsibility for where your energy goes. When you allow distractions to take over, you're giving away your power. And without your focus, you have no direction. You cannot afford to let external circumstances, the opinions of others, or the pull of your emotions dictate your focus. You have to take ownership of it, and you have to decide where it goes. But here's the catch. Taking responsibility for your focus is not easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and the ability to say no to things that don't align with your goals. It's about recognizing when you're off track and then consciously choosing to return to what matters. The key is to make the decision before distractions show up. When you establish strong habits that protect your focus, you no longer have to decide every time you're faced with a choice. Your focus becomes automatic. Every time you choose to focus on the task at hand, you're building momentum. Every time you say no to the little distractions, whether it's a phone call, an email, or a random thought, you're reinforcing your discipline. Over time, this commitment to focus will pay off in ways you can't imagine. You'll become more productive, more effective, and ultimately more successful because you've made focus a priority. Remember, you're the captain of your own ship. No one is responsible for your focus except you. The world will try to pull you in a million different directions, but it's up to you to steer your ship. If you allow yourself to be distracted, you're allowing your ship to be tossed around by the waves. But when you take responsibility for your focus, you gain control over your journey. You're the one who decides where you're going, and you're the one who chooses how fast you get there. So take a stand for your focus. Commit to protecting it like the precious resource it is. It's your life, your dreams, your future. Don't let anyone or anything steal your focus. Take responsibility, and you'll start seeing results that speak for themselves. The price of success is focus. It's not about luck, it's not about the circumstances, and it's not about finding the perfect opportunity. Success is about deciding where you direct your energy and your attention. It's about having the discipline to stay focused on your goals, even when everything around you is pulling you in different directions. The price you pay for success is a constant commitment to giving your attention to what truly matters. Think about it. Every moment you spend on distractions, every time you lose your focus on your goals, you're paying a small price. The world is full of things that demand your attention: emails, phone calls, social media, and endless distractions. But they won't get you closer to your dreams. They may seem urgent in the moment, but in reality, they're just noise. The true cost of success is the ability to tune out that noise and stay focused on the things that will move you forward. Focus is what sets the successful apart. It's not about being busy, it's about being productive. You can work all day long and still not achieve anything if you're not focused on the right things. It's easy to confuse being busy with making progress. But the truth is, without focus, all you're doing is spinning your wheels. The most successful people are the ones who can block out the distractions and keep their attention on what will bring them closer to their vision. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges. Of course you will. Success is never a straight line. But the price you pay is being able to maintain focus through the setbacks, through the obstacles, and through the days when things aren't going as planned. It's about being able to bring yourself back to the task at hand, even when the world feels like it's falling apart. Focus isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about staying committed to your vision in the face of them. Success requires sacrifices. You'll have to give up time, energy, and sometimes comfort. You'll have to say no to things that aren't aligned with your goals. You'll have to guard your focus with everything you've got. But here's the reward. When you choose to pay the price of focus, you gain momentum. You'll start to see results in your work, your personal life, and your long-term goals. Focus multiplies your efforts. Every minute you invest in staying focused brings you closer to where you want to be. The price of success is not an easy one to pay. It takes discipline, it takes commitment, and it takes the ability to block out the distractions and stay true to what matters most. But I can tell you this, the rewards of success are worth every ounce of focus you give. The power of focus is what will allow you to create the life you've always dreamed of. So if you want success, be prepared to pay the price. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and watch how everything starts to fall into place. Distractions lead to regret. It's one of the harshest truths in life, but it's something you can't afford to ignore. Every time you allow yourself to get sidetracked, every time you let your attention wander, you are taking a step away from your goals. You may not realize it in the moment, but over time, those small distractions add up. And before you know it, you look back and realize that the opportunities you had, the time you once had, are now gone. That's when regret starts to creep in. Regret doesn't come from things you didn't try. It doesn't come from mistakes you made while trying your best. No, regret comes from not making the most of your time and energy. It comes from allowing distractions, whether big or small, to pull you off course and steal your focus. Every time you get distracted, you're making the decision to delay your progress, to put off the important things. And when you delay long enough, you wake up one day and realize that the time you wasted is gone forever. It's easy to get caught up in the distractions of life. There's always something pulling at your attention, trying to get you to look this way or that. The phone, the TV, the endless stream of notifications. But all of that is fleeting. Those distractions might feel important in the moment, but they don't lead to anything lasting. They don't build your future. They don't get you closer to your dreams. They only drain your time, your focus, and your potential. Regret, on the other hand, is a long-lasting feeling. It sticks with you. It's the voice inside your head that says, "What could I have done if I hadn't been distracted?" It's the feeling that comes when you realize that the years have passed and you didn't take full advantage of them. You let distractions get in the way of your true potential. And that's a hard thing to live with. You can avoid regret by making a choice today. You can choose to eliminate distractions and focus on what truly matters. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Every time you say no to a distraction, you're saying yes to your future. Every time you resist the urge to waste time, you're building the foundation for a life you'll be proud of. It's not easy, but it's simple. The more you stay focused on your goals, the less room there is for regret to settle in. Think about this. At the end of the day, when you look back on your life, you won't regret the things you did, you'll regret the things you didn't do. You'll regret the time you spent on distractions instead of your dreams. So take control now. Focus on the things that matter, and you'll avoid the kind of regret that comes from wasted time and unfulfilled potential. Every distraction you push aside is one less thing you'll regret later.